YouTube is Rico, man, back with another video. Y'all see what we got going on, man. We got a video about men who have taken away rappers' lives and stuff, so y'all see what's going on. I ain't gonna say too much, man, but if you're brand new, hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notification bells, because you don't want to miss out when we upload bangers every single day. But other than that though, man, I just want to say RIP King Von. I know I ain't made no video or nothing or said anything about it, but I did share a post in our community tab about it. Big Lou, that's from LA and stuff, do the YouTube videos with Zias and stuff like that. I shared one of his posts because he did a few videos with King Von with Zias and stuff, reacting to his music. So just want to definitely say RIP to King Von. Definitely one of my favorite rappers. I said rapper. Whatever the hell I just said, rappers, I mean, though. But, yeah, man, just crazy out here. 2020 still ain't over yet, but it's about to be over, and it's just been a whole crazy year as a whole. Like, this is going to be one of the most craziest years in history, to be honest, with this stuff going on. But other than that, though, man, y'all see what we getting into, and we going to go ahead and start this screen record real quick. That started. No, now it started, and starting the video now.
We've seen many of our favorite artists be taken away from us too soon, especially in the last few years. And no other job has quite the same threats as hip-hop. Murder is the cause of 50% of deaths in the industry. Here's an exclusive.
And I would love to know the percentage of those that's been murdered in their home city, like own city type thing. Like, cause I know it's real high up there, that percentage for rappers coming up and living in their own city and stuff, trying to do what they do. But man, just gotta say, if you in your city, you gotta make it out. Definitely gotta try to find a way, if you can, hopefully move yourself and your family out. But definitely you as the artist, no matter what, you gotta move out. I know you don't want to make it look like you a clown, scared, whatever the case may be, but by any means is not making you look like anything like of that nature. It's just you being smart and not putting yourself in a situation where you gotta watch over your back 24/7, especially in your city, man, because it ain't nothing like being in your city and got all the haters that's literally from the same area as you and stuff, watching your every move and plotting on you and stuff like that. If you go to another city that you ain't really got haters that's you from the same area pretty much that you grew up around or into it with and stuff like that, then it's gonna be a lot more easier for you to do what you gotta do and continue to go about your daily life and stuff like that. But still crazy, man. Definitely a lot of my favorite artists are on this video, so let's get back to it.
Look into the murders of 3 young rappers and the men that killed them. Pop Smoke. Pop Smoke was a major up-and-comer in 2019. His debut album, Meet the Woo, grabbed him the attention of hip-hop stars and producers. When Nicki Minaj remixed Welcome to the Party, all eyes were on Pop Smoke, and he didn't disappoint. In less than a year, he released several singles and collaborated with many artists in the industry. Pop's musical talent was undeniable. Everybody from Quavo to Travis Scott to Gunna wanted to work with him. When he released his second album, Meet the Woo 2, he was looking at a bright future with all the fame and money he could want. Unfortunately, Pop wouldn't get to see that future. On Wednesday, February 19, 2020, it was announced that Pop Smoke had been killed in his home early that morning. The news was surprising to everyone, and it has taken months for the story to unfold. Here's what we know. The day before the murder took place, Pop Smoke made a post on Instagram. The photo showed off gift bags that he had gotten, and in one image, his address is clearly visible. The whole thing. So now, people know where he lives. A few hours later, he posts a photo of him and a friend in the car in his own driveway, posing with loads of cash. And now people know just what he has inside the house. That evening, a few friends were over at the house, but Pop Smoke wasn't the only one in the home that night. Around 4 in the morning, someone in the house deadbolted the front door shut, but did not turn their alarm on. 10 minutes later, Four men found their way into the home looking for the cash, change, and whatever else the rapper had shown off on social media. Even though there were other people in the home, the intruders ran into Pop Smoke alone. They fired multiple shots, hitting the rapper several times. Someone at the house called 911, and he was rushed to Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Hollywood. He was pronounced dead shortly after arriving. Meanwhile, the four men had escaped from the home. Officers had arrived at the house and were interrogating those that had been inside. No one knew anything, and all of them were cleared as suspects. The real suspects wouldn't be caught until July 9th, when it was announced that 5 men had been arrested in connection to the rapper's murder. Corey Walker, age 19, and Keandre Rogers, age 18, were both charged with murder during the robbery, which could put them up for the death penalty if they get convicted.
I rented the whole hotel. The future of this family is going sideways real quick.
Not to get off topic, I'm surprised they still going. I thought they was already done. But back to the video, man. Definitely crazy, man, with this story about how this all happened, man. From the doors getting dead bolted and stuff and all that. That was definitely a planned thing. I already seen another video by somebody that does literally hip hop history on street rappers and stuff like that, and they literally talked about the whole situation and stuff and who these people were, because I don't even know if he gonna really say who these people were, but they were part of this gang and stuff like that, and pretty much they already knew who he was and stuff, and they were a part of opposite sets pretty much. Like, they didn't coexist. They wouldn't be able to coexist with what Pop Smoke represented and stuff, because I'm not gonna really get into all the gang names and stuff. Y'all pretty much know what Pop Smoke was about, and if you also know about these videos, then y'all know the other gang that these people were a part of, and how they pretty much figured out how he was at the crib and stuff and all that, and some more stuff. But it's just crazy, man. He literally left New York to go to LA party, I think, for his birthday, like he said, or whatever it was, and a whole opposite set that you basically against, but not really against because they from LA and stuff, but they basically against you because of the same reasons other gangs in New York was against you type shit. So the whole thing is just crazy, man, and the world is very, very small, and I mean, this possibly could have been avoided, but I won't say for sure, just because in LA you can find out where hella celebrities live and stuff, man. Like, people know where certain athletes and stuff live and stuff. And the crazy thing about LA is you could pull up people's floor plans. I don't know how easy it is to pull up floor plans of people's houses and stuff in other states, but LA, I know for sure, is one of those states where anybody can just pull up a celebrity's house plan and know where certain stuff is, like bedrooms, home enterings and stuff like that, pretty much how to get in and out. And these people would literally like watch the person, like, to know their daily schedule, to know when they should try to basically break in and stuff like that. This stuff is very real. So if you've been on YouTube or watching all these type of YouTube videos, then you're gonna know some of this stuff I do, and this stuff is crazy. So RIP to Pop Smoke. He was definitely one of my favorite artists coming up. Definitely enjoy listening to his music and stuff. He definitely was gonna be one of the top artists this year, but that had to happen, and we ain't gonna never know his full potential, man, because he didn't even touch his peak at all yet. He wasn't even there yet. So it's just crazy. But let's continue on, man. We got like 6 minutes left.
2 unnamed minors, aged 17 and 15, have also been charged with murder and robbery in a juvenile court. Another man, 21-year-old Jaquan Murphy, caught an attempted murder charge. Bail for each of the adult offenders was set at $1 million. People took the loss of Pop Smoke hard, with fans and artists tweeting their thoughts for his family, who said in response, "Every prayer, call, and act of kindness is deeply appreciated, and we mourn the loss of our son, brother, and friend." Lil Snupe. Lil Snupe never really got the chance to become a household name, but he was on his way. At age 18, he was already showing talent in the studio and had caught the eye of rapper Meek Mill. In 2013, he snuck past security and tapped on the window of Meek Mill's tour bus. When he opened it, Snoop handed him a mixtape and hoped for the best. He got a call back in less than half an hour, and before he knew it, Meek was signing him to his Dream Chasers label, and he was on the ride.
And I knew about Lil Snupe, but I didn't know his full come up thing as far as getting signed by Meek Mill, because I knew he was Meek Mill guy, man. Meek Mill definitely was pushing him, like literally, like going to rap battles and stuff, and everybody fucked with his rap battles and his actual music and stuff, because he definitely has some good songs that really showcase his talent. He definitely didn't get to live up to that potential to be super successful and stuff, just because obviously, his time was cut short. But man, he definitely had the talent, man. Definitely would have been something big today.
Rise to stardom. That was cut short just a few months later, on June 20th, 2013. That day, Lil Snupe was in a small town called Winfield, Louisiana, at the home of 36-year-old Tony Holden. The rapper was probably living in the state, but no one knows what he was doing in this small town at this man's house. The two guys passed the time playing video games, and things got competitive. They started placing bets, and at around 4 a.m., things went south. Tony, a convicted felon, pulled out a loaded gun and fired at Snoop, hitting him twice before fleeing the apartment and going on the run. Lil Snupe died of his wounds there in the apartment. Tony, meanwhile, was hiding out. But 4 days after the murder, police announced that he was their primary suspect and that there was a warrant out for his arrest. He was also to be considered armed and dangerous. 2 days later, Tony turned himself in to the authorities. He was then booked into the city jail, facing charges of illegal possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, armed robbery, and first-degree murder. Bond was set at $2 million, which he couldn't post. A massive surprise came a couple of weeks later, on July 8th, when it was released that another suspect had been arrested in connection to the murder. 21-year-old Edric Stewart was...
And when I heard this story, I didn't even know they had a second suspect in that case, bro. That's crazy. See, it just goes to show, man, you can still learn about things that you were basically around of age to know about stuff like this. And this is just one of those key details I did not hear about. I thought that dude was the only one that got charged with having involvement in that, but turns out he had a second person also involved. That's crazy.
Charged with manslaughter. Turns out the autopsy showed that the bullets used to kill Snoop weren't the ones that fit inside Tony's gun. Instead, those bullets came from the gun of Edric Stewart, who had also apparently been there that night. Even with this proof, the charges against him were dropped, except for a minor weapons charge. Tony...
Oh, well, that's probably why then. So, I mean, he got off the major charges, but only got minor little charges. That's probably why I didn't hear about it. They only mainly talking about the person that obviously did that to Lil Snoop and stuff. So that's probably why I didn't really hear about him at all.
Turned out not to be the murderer, only turned himself in because he was out on bail at the time and didn't want to mess with that. He ended up getting 10 years for the felon with the firearm charge, and the real killer walked free. Snoop's mother also believes that cops
I did not know this
and didn't take the case seriously. L.A. Capone.
So I just got that last thing wrong. Basically, the dude that's in jail right now for that wasn't even the one that murdered Lil Snoop, but the dude that actually did pretty much just out scot-free. That's crazy. And I never knew that.
Chicago native L.A. Capone was another rising star in the hip-hop world. Influenced by the Chicago streets, his membership with the Black Disciples gang, and the local drill scene, he was rapping alongside the likes of Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and Rondo No. 9. On September 26, 2013,
he definitely had potential as well to be something out of Chicago.
At a nearby studio.
Around the time Drill got known and made big by Chief Keef and all of them, he definitely was on the come up, and a lot of people had viewed him as the one to be the bigger artist to take off and stuff like that. But we seen what happened with that, obviously, and Chief Keef basically being the first person to basically take over that little wave and stuff. Drill is still big though, of course, but Chief Keef definitely played a big role in how it all started for that. So shout out to him. The RIP.
They turned down an alley looking for their ride when someone started shooting out of nowhere. The friend said that he heard 4 shots and then Capone was on the ground. He was hitting his lower back and right thigh. The friend called 911 and Capone was rushed to the hospital. His mother arrived shortly and was told by nurses that he was alert and talking. Unfortunately, he had lost too much blood and was pronounced dead at 8:30 p.m., just 2 hours after the shooting. The news of his death made public by fellow rapper and good friend Lil Durk, who first tweeted, "Get well, bro," followed up with the "RIP, Lil Bro," a short time later. Nothing much happened for a while as investigators tried to figure out who shot L.A. Capone and why. On August 24th, 2014, it was announced that 3 people have been charged with murder connected to the alley shooting. They had given statements about their involvement in the situation during police interrogation. Saki Hardy Johnson, age 17, and Michael Mays, 21, admitted intentionally getting a gun before heading to the studio where Capone was recording. They also confessed to using a car that would run interference in the event that police officers arrived on scene. The third man charged, Rico Buchanan, was the driver of the tail car meant to protect the lead car. He admitted to watching the murder take place. After their statements, the judge set bonds at $500,000 for Mays, $350,000 for Hardy Johnson, and $1 million for Buchanan. In the end, Buchanan received a guilty verdict of 2 counts of murder and 45 years in prison. Michael Mays was also found guilty and received 24 years. Saki Hardy Johnson was sentenced to a full 60 years for his role in the murder. Well, that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification button so you never miss any great content like this. Thanks for
Yeah, man, that's pretty much the end of the video, man. RIP to all the music artists we lost this year, man. This year alone definitely has been a crazy year for music artists, bro. Just lost another one after King Von, Mo 3. Stuff out here going crazy for the music artists, man. So, hey, if you can, just go somewhere where you ain't really got no beefs at all with anybody and focus on your music and stuff and be able to live your life without having to always constantly watch over your back. Definitely, like you would have to in your city, because in your city you always got to stay on P's and Q's and watching your back and stuff all the time. You should be able to live your life, because now you at the point where you get money and stuff. You should be to the point where you ain't even gotta really worry about stuff like that, and being able to move around freely. You ain't even gotta really always like worry about I got problems with this side of the city and stuff like that. Because if you going somewhere where you ain't got no beefs and stuff, you gonna be able to pretty much do what you want to do without a problem and not worry about this side of the city I got problems with, that side of the city I got problems with, I can't go do this and that over there and stuff like that. But we just gotta continue to hope and pray, man. See what's gonna happen, man. But hopefully next year be better for the music artists and stuff, and we ain't gotta say RIPs and stuff like that. But that's all I got to pretty much say about this. Comment down below who was your favorite artist that got killed this year and stuff like that, and yeah, go from there. But other than that, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you brand new, man, because we got bangers dropping every single day. You don't want to miss out. But if you brand new, like I said, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out when we upload. But other than that, if y'all enjoyed the video, see y'all tomorrow on with another lit video. Peace.